It's Favorite Things Friday. And of course, since it's Favorite Things Friday,
it is Favorite Things Friday, and these are probably 3 words I did not want to have to say today, Melissa, but I do. It is Favorite Things Friday, and today is Melissa's last day with us here at KHQA this morning.
That's right. And one of my favorite things has always been my jobs here at KHQA. And I say jobs because I just keep coming back like a bad penny. I'm telling you what, this is my 3rd official tour of duty with KHQA. I've been a reporter, an anchor, a promotions manager, or an intern for more than 15 years. Here's a look back at some of those moments. Ponds like this serve as a perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. A couple of items on their maintenance wish list. First, they want to install fiber optic cable. A puppy's training is all about consistency. Despite the close quarters, though, experts say hunters don't necessarily need to be concerned. Babe's Smokehouse is located right on the square in downtown Pittsfield, and ironically, right across the street from the Pike County Jail. Inmates there have to smell the tantalizing aroma all day long, which means they're trying out a new form of corporal punishment in Pittsfield. House fires is right inside your laundry room. An important tip I learned from this young beekeeper is how to avoid being stung. Now, Tristan says it's important when you're around bees not to swat at them or wave your hands. Once you've purged and sorted all of your items inside a closet like this, it's time to contain them. This is really pretty. After your colors have dried, it's important to put on that clear top coat layer. That's why performers with Swords and Roses practice every week to hone their skills from the basics to the more intricate moves. Essentially, it takes 4 10-gallon containers like this full of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup.
This is Melissa Shriver, and she got the beautiful bundle of joy. We get to meet Blake, yet the other man in my life. The other man in my life.
I'll tell you what, did you see almost like 20-year-old Melissa or 21-year-old Melissa? You also saw pregnant Melissa like 3 times in there because I've had 3 children on KHQA all the time in which I've been here. Well, it has been the greatest honor of my life to come into your homes on TV every morning, but after 15 years, it's time for me to give all of my attention to my husband and my kids. My little ones that you see there on your screen are growing up without me right now, and I want to be around for their growing up time, so I want to also hang out with them while they still think I'm cool. They still want to play with me and they still want to hang out with me, and I have to enjoy that time while I have it. And of course, I've got to cue my fun costumes and adventures. If you watch any time here at KHQA this morning and you see somebody in a costume, it's typically me. I'm a little weird. I miss our KHQA family though already, and I haven't even left, which includes all of our viewers just like you. And I mean that because you guys are close to me. You did name all of my kids through name submissions and online voting over the years. So a couple of things I've learned in the last 15 years or so. Mascara, it's hard to put on and it's hard to take off, ladies. I don't think I'll ever wear it again after today. And in case you were wondering, yes, TV cameras do add at least 20 pounds. At least that's what I tell myself every day. And weird overnight schedules. I found out that they make you fall asleep in some very unusual places. So if you see me out sometime, ask me about the time I flooded my kitchen and basement after dozing off in the middle of some chores. It's a weird story. I was sure my husband was going to divorce me when he got home. And people, by the way, who aren't blood related can also become your family. That's something I've learned over the past 15. Some KHQAers, past and present, have supported me through many life events, marriage, deaths, and even births. And it makes sense because we spend the majority of our waking hours at work. And I've been very blessed to share all of those moments with some really wonderful people here at KHQA. And finally, after covering floods, fires, and tragedies in those 15 years, it's very clear to me that when push comes to shove, the Tri-States always steps up to support its own. We're blessed to call this place our home. I'll keep watching to see the amazing things happening in the Tri-States through the lens of the KHQA cameras on the ground. In the meantime, my friends, be a light in this world. Meanwhile, I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to the 2 other members of our KHQA family who just happened to be leaving us today as well. Thomas Hiley has been our morning producer for several years. He's waving to the right of your screen. They're a little shy. And there's Aaron Irvin. He's been a director here at KHQA in the control room for more than 10 years. We've been very, very blessed to work with these guys through the years. They're so professional and they're so talented. Thank you guys for sharing your talents with us and with the Tri-States. And of course, Tegan.
I don't know how you're not crying. You are so much better than I am at this.
Well, I'm very thankful for my time, and I'm very excited to be with my kids. So it's kind of a mixed bag. It's bittersweet, I would say.
It's extremely bittersweet because today we are losing some great people who have devoted lots of time here to KHQA. But at the same time, we know that you guys are going on to bigger and better things. And so that's also extremely rewarding as well to know that we here at KHQA had a little part in that. So that brings me to my favorite thing this morning.
I love this.
This has been a really hard week. But here's my favorite thing. As Melissa alluded to earlier, we are coworkers, but we're also friends. We spend early hours together in the morning, and we've seen each other through the good times, the bad times, the funny times, the scary times. And so this is probably one of the favorite photos that the three of us have taken together. And so I will cherish this photo for years to come. And I'm so glad for our friendship. I'm glad you guys were awesome coworkers, and I know we'll have more adventures, just not here at work in the future.
And I'll tell you what, you know somebody loves you and cares for you when they see you at 1:30 or 2 in the morning with no makeup, and you look like crazy when you come out the door.
I know. But I have to say one thing though. Melissa and I, people think our friendship started here. It didn't. It started over 30 years ago in 4-H when I met her at clothing construction.
Yeah, well, we were pretty awesome. And 4-H rocks, by the way. Well,
yes.
We're going to have more KHQA this morning coming up in just a few. Stick with us.